Shifting gears now from the music world, we're going to enter a realm that's completely different to me and something I'm very excited for. I am very honored to have a very special guest today, Mr. Jasveen Puri, who is, ladies and gentlemen, a mentalist and a mind reader. Welcome to the show, Jasveen.
Thank you for having me on.
So tell me, Jasveen, what is a mind reader?
Now, a mind reader is someone who does some really crazy stuff with the mind. So actually, most of us, since we've been young, we've been conditioned or institutionalized to behave in certain predictable behaviors. So for example, a kid, ever since he's been 2 years old, he's been told by his mom, don't touch the stove because it'll burn your hand, you know what I'm saying? So in that sense, a lot of us have not experienced certain aspects of our mind. We haven't had the chance to explore those certain aspects of the mind. So what the mind reader does is he's that archetypal figure who comes in and he lets you seize these facets of your mind, which you've probably never known was possible to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So when I walked into the studio today, I mean, everybody behind the scenes was saying, "Oh my God, your guest today is amazing. You have to meet him. He's doing some amazing things." And I got a wake-up call myself when Jasveen here guessed my bank PIN number.
Absolutely. Yeah.
How? I don't get it. This is something that really fascinates me.
Well, that's exactly what fascinated me myself. So it's about 7 years back. I'm in Singapore. Yeah, I was in Singapore. And I meet this psychic, this world-renowned psychic from India. She comes over to my house because my mom's into some of that stuff. Mm-hmm. And she sits across me. She has a pad of paper. She asks me to think of any number, in fact, between 1 and 100. She's sitting there. I'm thinking of a number. She guesses it exactly spot on. Mm-hmm. And at that point, I realized I couldn't let her walk away. You know, I have to learn that. Mm-hmm. So I spent the next 4 or 5 years of my life trying to figure out how she exactly did that. And so you pick up books, you start. 4
or 5 years, so you're a pretty young guy, I assume.
Absolutely, I'm 20.
And you've been doing it for the last 4 or 5 years. Yeah. Wow.
You know, in fact, any 12-year-old can do what I do.
Really?
With 10 years of practice.
With the proper training.
With 10 years of practice, so
I
that
see.
makes it 2 years when he begins.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So I mean, when we come back from the break, we did set up one of your.
Let them know what exactly.
Okay, so just to set this up.
I don't think we've set anything up. Just let them know.
So before we went on air, Jasveen asked me to draw something on a piece of paper. Draw it as large as I could on this piece of paper, and a couple of people backstage as well also saw what I wrote. I wrapped it up. I folded it up and passed it on to Jasveen, which in turn passed it on to one of the other people backstage. And
it was wrapped up put in an envelope, and I think you put it in another envelope after that and wrapped it all up in aluminum foil. And since then, that thing's been in your pocket. I haven't touched it.
Correct.
Since
so
then.
it was placed in an envelope, which I actually signed and sealed myself.
That's good.
Placed in another envelope, sealed as well. Then it was wrapped in foil, and then it was signed by Jasveen. So what can we expect to see when we come back from the break?
When we come back, I'm going to teach you a technique of how you're going to think of that image, and I'm going to try to see if I can pick up anything that you're going to send to me.
Okay.
So when we come back, we'll give that a shot.
So now, is this something that I can learn as well
like I
tonight,
said,
or is it going to take me?
You can learn too, but with 10 years of practice again.
Time. Okay. So after the break, ladies and gentlemen, you don't want to miss it. Jasveen is going to dazzle us with the power of the mind. Hopefully
Hopefully, if I get it right. Otherwise, we're live and.
Well, we are live, so I mean, we'll definitely we have faith in you, and we know what we can expect, and it's going to be exciting.
We'll give it a
shot. When we get back from the break, it's Jasveen, and we're going to explore the mind. We'll be back right after this.